Walking down here at the river, and there's a little beaver, baby beaver. Looks like he might be lost. I think the floodwaters might have swept him down and ruined his little home. Oh yeah, he is a little guy. You think he'll be alright?
I don't know. He's like, where's my mom?
Now he's walking back toward us. I think he's just lost his family. Hey, mister. Did you get lost? Oh. I don't have nothing. Go get him some of the hoagie in the car. No. Oh, I guess I'll be all right. Oh, we've been tracking Mr. Beaver for over an hour. He walked down this way pretty far, and then he turned back, and now he's just keeps sitting down, taking breaks. I think he needs some help. All right, we're now into nightfall. Been tracking him, and a cat just came out. He went under this car, but a cat just tried attacking him, and he's over here cornered himself. So we're gonna capture him, get him somewhere safe. Yeah, he's so calm.
Hi.
Hey. So we can relocate him to a smaller body of water that's not all flooded.
Hi, honey.
And we're gonna do a little inspection on him, make sure he doesn't have bugs or anything all over him, which he doesn't. He looks fine. He's just tired and scared.
Hi.
Maybe he wants a piece of celery.
He's definitely a little baby.
You want that? No? You ready to just make a run for it?
Chris, don't scare him. So, did you start reading yet?
Yeah, I think we'll just go drop him off by the canal.
You think that's better than...
Or we can bring him somewhere if you want. But he definitely wasn't good where he was, and he was easy target for that cat. And if not that cat, there's lots of fox over there that would have...
You know, I was reading beavers are very family oriented. Mom and dad mate for life, and if mom or dad dies, the other doesn't ever mate again.
Aww.
And they probably are missing this little guy.
We're going to bring you back to the water. We just didn't want to leave you there in harm's way. That's all. It wasn't safe there for you. You were getting stalked by a kitty cat. Ways with the blankets. What do you got? Oh, hold on. What do you got?
6 pounds, 15.2 ounces.
Oh, so yeah.
He's a little babe. I feel so sad for him. He's probably terrified.
I know.
Maybe we can go find your mommy and daddy?
We're going to go just north of where we found him, because we think he got swept down the river some, and it turns into a tidal river there. So we're going to bring him just north. I was looking on the map. I was thinking about this pond I remember when I was a kid. And coincidentally, it's called Beaver Pond. So we're gonna bring you over there, buddy. And we're going to leave you a little shelter, too.
We're going to put him in this little cat carrier. We'll leave that there overnight and maybe even go check on him again in the morning.
Yeah. So, I mean, if he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it. That's wildlife, that's nature. But he's old enough to potentially make it. And at least he'll have some water to escape predators.
We also did look up how old we think he is. And I would say he's not even 6 months yet, based on what we found with his weight.
Furthermore, where he was before, there was nowhere for him to go except for the road, the raging river, and, with the cat there too, and up on the walkway, it just didn't seem like a good spot for him. So.
You thirsty there, buddy?
Get your tail inside, buddy. It's a little overgrown, but let's go check it out. Gave Jen my boots. I should have brought boots. At least we're not blazing the trail, though. This has been walked. We have to go back. Jen got stung by something. It almost looks like a bee on her leg. A little odd. But this is the lake here. Lots of grass. I'm walking through about 6 inches of water just getting up to this point. But this is Beaver Pond. So we're gonna leave him here. And I don't know. I mean, this is not too far from where he came from. Just north. Oh yeah, this looks great. So let's see. I mean, the water's right there. And I'm gonna put him right here. Leave the cage right here on land. Oh, what kind of prints are those? All right, there you go, buddy. I'll leave you this. I know you eat grass and everything else, but this is your place. Okay? I know you may not make it, but you might get picked up by a fox or something, but at least you have the water to escape if you have to. Here he comes. I know you're familiar. That sound familiar to you? He's going into the water. Oh, look at that. It's only about 6 inches deep there. Look at him go. Right at home. Not even hesitating like he was on land. He's just blasting right through this grass. Like he's familiar. So, alright, I'm tramping through the mud here. It's actually a very beautiful, I mean, it's a good thing we don't have alligators here in Pennsylvania, but this is just a stunning little pond out here. It's probably all sorts of bass and good fishing in here too. The sky's pretty. Yeah, we'll come back and check on them tomorrow. All right, that's enough. Where are we going, boy? We're gonna go find that beaver, make sure he's okay. You gonna sniff him out for us? Remember the scent, right? We are back at the scene. That's the trail I took Jen through last night where she got stung.
Yeah, I have a welt on my leg bigger than the size of, I don't know, it's like a basketball.
And now she's got leggings and some military pants that she dyed on a trip. But this is the path I went back down after she went to the car. So a little bit less overgrown. What do you think of it back here? A little bit better on this path, huh? Well, this was where I went. What?
I just sunk.
Yeah, it's a little muddy. But this trail goes around. Ooh, some kind of dog or something back here. Well, Gus is probably gonna get ticks, but he is the happiest little fella ever out here, eating all the grass he can. Come on, boy. Let's go. Look at him. He's a swamp dog. Who'd have thought? Come on, boy.
Oh, man.
What? You got rain boots on. You'll be fine.
I'm sinking. Might we?
Come on, Gus. Let's go, boy. Gus, you liking this? Well, yeah, he didn't come back to his home as predicted. I figured leave it in case. Well, you see him anywhere? I guess he's good. So, yeah, that's the end of the beaver saga.
Oh, we're not gonna even just like wait around for a second?
We can, yeah. Well, we can let Gus sniff around. We understand he was very, very small and probably will not survive on his own, because usually they're with their parents till they're, what'd you say, 2 years old, right?
They don't leave their habitat with their parents until they're 2, but they do venture off on their own at a pretty young age.
So if he makes it, that's awesome, but that's nature for you, you know. I mean, it's better that than bringing him somewhere. Realistically, this is the wild way. It's just good to release him here. That way he has somewhere to run from cats trying to investigate on him, or the red-tailed fox that are everywhere. He can, you know, take off in the water and be okay. So, well, yeah, good stuff. But nice to come out for a walk in the swamp. And Gus, you're supposed to be sniffing around, but you're just eating grass.
Go look for him a little bit. Go walk around.
Wait, you want me to walk in here?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm messing up the beautiful aquatic plants. Oh, that gets deep. I don't see him, babe. It's a couple feet deep out there.
What was that? You hear that squeak?
No, probably frog.
He's turned into a bunny rabbit.
Marking the spot. Gus, that thing's coming that you don't like. It's gonna take the truck out.
Let's go. Come on, Chris. Come on, guys.
He's not barking at it this time. That's odd. It's funny, it's the same guy driving every time, and I'm the same guy filming him.
Really?
Now he doesn't like it. Gosh, that thing would split you in two. Wow, that person's an idiot. How'd they not hear that horn? At the end of this, I just wanted to mention, in case people were curious, we did try calling 3 different rescue agencies. Well, Jen did, and nobody picked up. It was later in the evening, so it just didn't seem right leaving him there. I know in many states you're not supposed to, and it can be illegal to handle and mess with wildlife. But in this particular case, especially with the cat sniffing on him and going after him, he was kind of like pawing at him. That really didn't sit well with me, and he seemed like an innocent little beaver that needed some help. So 0 regrets, but it didn't seem right to keep him overnight and try to find somebody else. So luckily it was in the middle of the summer, warm weather. I think he made it. He seemed strong and healthy, but who knows? Go check out Mr. Beaver at Beaver Pond. Maybe he's still there. I don't know. We'll have to stop in sometime. Thanks, guys.